Okay. Mr. Graham, homework help. You get homework help. Yep. All right, so page 264. There's only one page tonight, one page tomorrow, and the week's over. It's a short week. Lucky us. It's already Wednesday. Here's what you need to know. This kind of stuff. Whoop. It's only one page. Oh, and I want to make sure I don't blah, blah, blah too long by putting on a 10-minute limit. I might not even need the whole 10 minutes. It might be faster even. All right, so we already talked about the beginning of this. A circle has how many degrees? How many degrees does a circle have? Who knows? Jason, speak loud so the mic can hear you.
360.
360 degrees. Does anybody know what the symbol for degrees is? Anybody ever see it before? It's the same as temperature, and in angles also, and in math also. Jasmine?
Circle.
It's like a little, yeah, it's like a tiniest little circle, kind of like that. Yeah, little whoop. Anyway, a circle has how many degrees? 360. That means if I started here with my big red dot, we'll call him Santa Claus because he's fat and red. Or we can call him Kool-Aid Man if you want to. That's another fat red guy. If I started there with my big red dot, and I moved around the circle, the journey should be measured in degrees. And it would take me 360 degrees all the way around. Now don't let yourself be confused. If I had a circle that big, and we measured the journey of that Kool-Aid Man, you might go, oh, that's not going to be 360. It's much smaller. It's not true. Because degrees don't measure distance. They measure rotation. They measure like a movement. So this movement is exactly the same as the big one. It's not as big distance-wise, but it's the same. So this is how many degrees again?
360.
And how about this one right here?
360.
360 also. Don't let yourself become confused on that. I have this guy right here to show you that a full circle is 360, but they might ask you to do other parts of a circle. Not a complete circle, but a part of a circle. That red dot, if it traveled only that far, how much would it be? This is very similar to what I talked about a moment ago. Martin?
180.
Not that far yet. You're on the right track. You're thinking in your brain. But 180 would be up to there. This is only halfway to 180. So it's even smaller than that. I'm going to talk to in a while. Rodrigo, 90 degrees is correct. Now, Martin, if I kept going up to the halfway point, what would I have?
180.
Correctamundo. What's 90 plus 90? 180. So, if adding 90s helps us figure out these little quarters, what would happen if I only moved up to there? I didn't go all the way. It's not 360. Destiny? You're close. You're close. You want to think about this. Because you add 90 every time. Mia?
270.
270 degrees, correct. And now here's the easiest question of all. If I went all the way around and completed the circle, what would I have? Adriana, nice and loud. 360. And it's no coincidence that, look, if I added 90 one more time, 0 plus 0, 7 plus 9 is 16. Carry the 1, 1 plus 2 is 360. So each quarter is worth 90. And if you add them all up, you get 360. If you only add half of them, halfway, that's 180. If you go almost the whole way, In fraction form, you'd call that 1, 2, 3 fourths. If you go 3/4 of the way, it's 270. These are important little tidbits to know about circles. Sometimes they'll ask you to turn. You'll be like, what? What are you talking about, crazy man? When they ask you to turn, what they mean is like, imagine you're in this circle, and it's like a little switch, and they're asking you to move across the circle. When you turn a degree, you add it. So let me give you an example of what the heck I'm talking about. It's not hard at all. It's so super obvious, you're going to be like, oh, okay, how's that even a question? Let's say that the blue line started there, but then moved all the way to here. How much of a turn was that? How many degrees? You know how big that is. We just talked about it a second ago. There's no trick question here. I'm just asking you how much of a turn was it. Jocelyn?
90 degrees.
90 degrees. And if it turned to there, how far has it turned in all now? In all? Hema? 180. And let's say I told you to turn it one more degree. Just turn it one more degree. What would the new total be? No, I asked one more degree. Just one more degree. Plus 1. 181. So turning 1 degree 5 times is 5 degrees. What happens if you turn 1 degree 17 times? 17. I know it seems weird to talk about circles with degrees and turning and stuff like that. But these are the kinds of questions you'll get in tonight's homework. You can look on page 264 if you don't believe me. All right, we finished early. I didn't blah, blah, blah for too much. Where'd the thing go? Oh, here we go. Everybody say bye, class. Bye.